Taking a walk down memory lane, Alan and I have come to the museum here at Le Mans. And Alan, this is where it all started for you, isn't it?
Yeah, it was 1998, the first victory with Stéphane Ortelli and Laurent Aiello. And it was a big weekend because it was the 50th anniversary of Porsche, the company Porsche, to the day. It was the 100th anniversary of Michelin. And the board members all arrived and they expected nothing but a victory. And thankfully we gave them a 1-2, and that was the point where suddenly, from my point of view, it just transformed my career.
Yes.
Standing on the podium, you're spraying the champagne and you don't realise what Le Mans is all about, but we got the first ever selfie, Stéphane, Laurent and I, in this little Kodak Instamatic camera.
Can you take it all in at that point after the first win?
No, you can't. Honestly, I cried when I crossed the line. Went to the podium, stood up there, and you just see this sea of people, and you could look down and I can spot people. You know, there's 50,000 people down there, and you can spot individuals. It was quite amazing. It was only when we got to this car and we won for the second time in 2008 that you suddenly realise and you're able to absorb it because you know what's coming up, and you can absorb it and you take it in. And this was probably the hardest race that we ever did. Tom Dindo and I drove absolutely our hearts out. The engineering, the decisions, we weren't quite as quick as the Peugeot, but we took it to them in every way possible. And it only came down to a decision by our engineer and tyre engineer 15 minutes from the end, going slicks or wets. And that gave us the victory.
Tom Christensen has done it, breaking his own record, and the Le Mans 24 hours, the 76 running on it.
Can you still fit? Does it feel like home?
It does a little bit. Everything's still in exactly the same position. Even though this is, what, 9 years ago since this car, and I haven't sat in it since then. You know, you just remember brake balance is on the bottom right, bottom left. You've got the map switch for all the different engine settings. It's absolutely cutting edge in terms of steering wheel and things that you were able to do with the car. Now that was probably, in all honesty, my favourite ever car. Just the power, the torque, the downforce we had. It was a brute. You had to really grab a hold of it and throw it around. You couldn't be gentle with that car. And to do it for 24 hours took a lot of concentration. The R18 was the final one in 13. But, you know, that effectively is like a NASA dashboard. And as a driver, you were driving flat out, but you were also thinking on the optimization, and the engineers were much more active in delivering information about how to also optimize it as you're going along. So you had radio engineer every lap on optimization of some of the settings.
Absolutely. What a journey, and it's all here.
Superb. Over 3 decades. Makes me feel old.